Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm sharing one of my all-time favorite comfort food sopas. It's a creamy, hearty Filipino dish that's perfect for any day when you just need a warm hug in a bowl. I had so much fun making this, and I can't wait to show you the steps and, of course, the finished dish. To make sopas, you'll need the following ingredients: chicken, elbow macaroni, carrot, cabbage, onion, and evaporated milk. Start by heating your pot over medium heat. Once it's warm, add your elbow macaroni and saute it gently for about 3 minutes. Be careful not to let it burn. Sauteing the macaroni beforehand helps ensure that it stays firm and doesn't become soggy during the cooking process later. This step adds a nice texture to your sopas. Now it's time to salt the onions and really bring out their sweetness and aroma. Using the same pot, set the heat to medium and add a generous splash of oil. Let the oil warm up nicely. It should shimmer before you proceed. Once it's hot, gently add your chopped onions. Stir them occasionally to ensure they cook evenly and don't stick to the pot. This process may take a few minutes, but it's worth it to achieve that beautiful golden brown color. You'll notice the onions softening and releasing their delicious aroma, setting the foundation for a flavorful sopas. Now, we'll add the pre-cut chicken to the pot. Since the chicken is already diced into small, bite-sized pieces, it's ready to cook evenly and quickly. Toss it in with the sauteed onions and give it a good mix to combine those wonderful flavors. Stir the chicken gently, making sure all the pieces are coated with the savory onion base. Let it cook for a few minutes, allowing the chicken to start turning white as it cooks through. This step helps lock in the juices, ensuring the chicken stays tender and flavorful. At this stage, it's time to add water to the pot to start creating the base of your sopas. Pour in enough water to cover the chicken and other ingredients comfortably, ensuring there's enough for the macaroni to cook in later. Once the water is added, give everything a gentle stir to combine the flavors. Increase the heat to bring it to a boil, then reduce to medium and let it simmer gently for about 15 minutes. As the water begins to boil, you'll notice white bubbles or foam forming on the surface. This is often referred to as scum, which is made up of impurities and proteins released by the chicken as it cooks. It's important to remove this to keep your sopas clear and clean. Using a spoon or a skimmer, gently scoop off the foam and discard it. After the broth has been boiling for a few minutes, it's time to add a chicken cube to enhance the flavor of your soup. Gently unwrap the chicken cube and drop it into the pot, allowing it to dissolve into the simmering broth. This little ingredient packs a punch, enriching the soup with a deep, savory taste that perfectly complements the chicken and other ingredients. Now it's time to add the elbow macaroni to the pot. Carefully pour the macaroni into the simmering broth, making sure it's evenly distributed. Once it's in, give it a gentle stir to prevent the pieces from clumping or sticking together at the bottom of the pot. Let the macaroni cook for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally to make sure it doesn't stick to the pot. After that, it's time to add the carrots and cabbage. Some people like to salt their vegetables in a little oil or butter beforehand, which adds a slightly richer flavor and softens the veggies before they go into the soup. However, I prefer to keep it simple and add the vegetables directly into the pot. This way, they retain their natural freshness and a bit of crunch, which adds a lovely texture to the sopas. Gently stir the pot to mix the vegetables with the macaroni and broth, ensuring everything cooks evenly. Let the carrots and cabbage simmer in the soup for a few minutes, just long enough for them to soften slightly, while still maintaining their vibrant colors and flavors. After a few minutes, it's time to add the milk, which is the key ingredient for giving your sopas its signature creamy texture. Here, I used evaporated milk because it adds a richer, creamier consistency to the soup and blends beautifully with the flavors. If you can find evaporated milk, it's a fantastic choice for this recipe. However, if it's not available, don't worry, you can use any type of milk you prefer, like fresh milk, whole milk, or even plant-based options such as almond or soy milk. Just keep in mind that the texture and flavor might vary slightly depending on the type of milk you use. The final step in perfecting your sopas is to season it to taste. Start by adding a pinch of black pepper, which gives the soup a gentle aromatic kick that enhances the overall flavor. Then it's time to balance the saltiness. You can use fish sauce, which is a popular choice for its distinct umami flavor that blends wonderfully with the creamy broth, or simply opt for salt as a more neutral alternative. Add either one, gradually start with a small amount, stir well, and taste before adding more. This way, you can ensure the seasoning is just right and suits your preference. Once the seasoning is added, give the soup a final stir, evenly distribute the flavors, and let it simmer for a minute or two to let everything come together beautifully. Now, your sopas is ready to be enjoyed rich, creamy, and full of heartwarming goodness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with others who might love this recipe. Don't forget to subscribe for more delicious content. Your support means so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.